Good day, I'm Leandre Samuels with the latest news from the Seventh-day Adventist World Church at this hour. This is AFM News Now. Thank you for joining us. Some sad news up first. Following a battle with cancer, Seventh-day Adventist music legend Max Mace passed to his rest on November 4, 2020, one day before his 83rd birthday. His family said Mace was home in Placerville, California, United States, when he died. In 1971, Mace and his wife Lucy, who survives, formed the Heritage Singers, devoted to Christian music. Both Seventh-day Adventists, the Maces wanted to bring contemporary harmonies to their fellow believers. Over the next 5 decades, the Heritage Singers would employ an aggregate of 300 singers, generally 8 at a time, and hold concerts in more than 80 nations. The number of people who saw them in person likely numbers in the millions, a figure multiplied exponentially by those who heard their recordings on records, CDs, and on the internet or over the airwaves. A private interment will take place in Placerville, California, with a public memorial service anticipated for a future date at the Loma Linda University Church. He will be deeply missed. On to other news stories. On October 30, a powerful earthquake struck the Aegean Sea, rattling the countries of Turkey and Greece. It was felt as far away as Athens and Istanbul. The 6.9 magnitude earthquake caused the most damage to Izmir, the third largest city in Turkey. As much as 1,120 aftershocks occurred, with 43 of them at a magnitude greater than 4. According to local sources, more than 100 lives were lost and more than 900 people injured. ADRA's Director for Emergency Response, Mario Oliveira, says, ADRA does not have an office in Turkey, but aid was greatly needed, so we connected with the Seventh-day Adventist Foundation, who was in the country. We agreed to have the foundation work with the local municipality and authorities in Izmir and help provide food vouchers. Meanwhile, search and rescue efforts led by local authorities have been underway to locate people trapped under the rubble. So far, more than 100 people have been rescued. Many unfortunate stories are filtering out from the affected areas, such as a 58-year-old man who lost his wife a day before the earthquake struck. During the quake, his house was destroyed, and now he lives in a tent taking care of his son who has a disability. Local authorities in Greece are providing small tents and warm meals for the homeless and have begun damage assessments. The Dominican Republic's Minister of Higher Education, Science and Technology, Franklin Garcia Fiermin, along with government officials, recently visited the Dominican Adventist University in Villa Sonador and thanked the institution for its invaluable contribution to educating thousands of professionals throughout the years. The historic visit on campus drew university administrators, faculty, staff, and students to welcome officials during a special program on October 9, 2020. Minister Garcia Fiermin thanked leaders and staff for the warm welcome and for the outstanding national educational system the church leads and the good relationship it maintains with its community. The visit was part of an extensive tour to higher educational institutions in the Dominican Republic, which began recently. The event was transmitted through the institution's social media platforms. Dominican Adventist University is an institution operated by the Seventh-day Adventist Church in the Dominican Republic, offering several undergraduate and master's degrees in its main campus in Villa Sonador and its extension campus in Santo Domingo. The university is known as the University of Values. Its mission is to prepare excellent, innovative professionals who are committed to serving God, country, and the world. And finally this week, La Carlota Adventist Hospital recently unveiled a new geriatric center in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. The new center will serve elderly persons looking to restore their health away from home. Hospital and university leaders opened the center during a special ceremony held on October 15, 2020. It is the second center to care for older adults near the hospital adjacent to the university campus. The geriatric center features rooms with private bathrooms, a medical office, a multipurpose room that houses a dining room, a conference room, a playroom, an entertainment room for games, computers, and a small kitchen, a terrace for hydrotherapy treatments, and a garden. The center will be managed by the health professionals and nursing staff of the hospital. Up next, AFM Hope Now. This is Hope Now. I'm not saying that I have this all together, that I have it made, but I am well on my way, reaching out for Christ, who has so wondrously reached out for me. Friends, don't get me wrong. By no means do I count myself an expert in all of this, but I've got my eye on the goal, where God is beckoning us onward to Jesus. I'm off and running, and I'm not going to turn back. So let's keep focused on that goal. Those of us who want everything God has for us. If any of you have something else in mind, something less than total commitment, God will clear your blurred vision. You'll see it yet. Now that we're on the right track, let's stay on it. This was Hope Now. You can have hope today. Don't give up. And those were the news stories that made AFM News Now this week. This week's top story: Adventist music legend Max Mace passes to rest. We encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to receive notifications whenever we upload new content. We'd also like to invite you to join us tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. for a live outside broadcast of Week of Prayer Fall 2020. We will be live on location at the Savannah-Lamar Seventh-day Adventist Church. This Week of Prayer is put on by the Savannah-Lamar District of Seventh-day Adventist Churches, which includes Savannah-Lamar, Seton Crescent, Faith, and Footprints. Under the theme The Journey Home, you can join us November 7 to 14, Sabbaths at 11 a.m., starting at 9:30 a.m., continuing, and Sundays to Fridays at 8 p.m. We'll be live on YouTube. Don't miss it. On behalf of all of us here at Advent Flame Media, I am Leandre Samuels. Please do keep safe.